I'm going to explain you why imagination can make you the richest person possible. Okay, so let's go. Now, if you see this mind map, thanks to Joseph Rodriguez, I follow him on YouTube and I listen to his videos, and he makes these kind of mind maps which are really helpful to keep the video on track. Now, let me just start from the history, okay? History says that imagination has always been there, but it was more come out and when the Think and Grow Rich book had come out and The Secret. And obviously, if you remember the quote where Wright brothers were building the plane, and one of the brothers said to the other is that I can see us flying. And it was just the whole imagination which has come into reality. So secondly, what we really need to understand is that thoughts and feelings occur from the imagination which we do. So it's the visuals which we have due to our desires. These create these thoughts which create feelings in our body. And the emotion actually is an energy which is associated with a certain imagination you're having. And the imagination you're having is a desire, basically, which you are wanting. An experience you may be wanting. Now, the third point, seeing yourself do it, like a theater in the mind. So if you can visualize you doing a particular action or an experience you are wanting happening in front of your eyes, and you can feel the emotion, you can feel and see the scene, then I want you to remember that scene because it has come to you so ever naturally. Fourthly, the repetition of the scene. Understanding the fact that easily seen, hear, smell, touch the whole scene, 5D. So what I really mean to say here is that once you see that scene and you remember it, for example, it could be you opening the door of your new car or you sitting in your new car and driving. And you can feel the new car. You can just see your car in your garage. And that one scene, if you were to repeat it on a higher frequency, if you were to repeat it in a greater volume, if you were to repeat it every day, chances are what will happen is that it's going to start to program your subconscious mind, and that's going to go into your head. And what happens then is that that particular energy associated with that thought starts to infuse with your own energy. And so once it starts to infuse with your own energy, that particular scene has to come to pass in your life. Again, the most effective way to do imagination has a lot to do with timings. Now, again, just before you go to sleep or once you wake up. The thing is, there are three states of a human being, which is the beta, alpha, and theta. I'm going to put a description down below which explains theta, alpha, and beta states even more, in a broader perspective. But you want to be on the theta state, which is just right when you're about to go to sleep. It's the state where you're actually not really asleep, but you're about to just fall asleep. It's as if you were to imagine during that particular state while sleeping, it's as if you slept in that scene. So that's really important. I have another few quotes here put up. Yeah. So obviously your subconscious mind gets programmed and impressed on, and that creates the energetic match to that frequency, as I said. Fifth point is seeing similar circumstances, not coincidences. Now, as I said, you create an energetic attraction because that energy of that imagination which you are seeing of that particular experience is now infused with your own energy. So what happens is the like attracts like formula comes into play. The law of attraction puts out there, comes into the law and makes the law happen. So what happens is the similar circumstances start to come towards you. You may start seeing that car more often. You may start hearing people, You can observe and recognize where that particular circumstance is actually coming nearer and nearer into your life. So as I said, law of attraction is working. To accelerate the process, you must observe and affirm. Once you see certain signs like that, you have to say that, yes, it's working. It's working. Give gratitude to that particular circumstance or coincidence because the law of attraction is playing and it increases the momentum of bringing it into reality. Because once you increase your belief in the fact in the scene you are seeing every day, it comes to reality. And all the beliefs in our lives are actually the real thing in our life. The beliefs we can't see is actually the physical manifestation of our life. So it's always the inner first. So inner is the mirror of external environment. External is the mirror of the internal environment. Sorry. Now, programs the mind. As I said, see, understanding, once you imagine so much in these right manners, your vibration changes. Now, if you want to know more about vibrations, I am going to do a video because I certainly do believe that energy has to do a lot with this. And again, it tricks you into believing it because your subconscious mind, the one which is in control of this, your control of many things, does not know the difference of reality and an imagined thought. And so the subconscious mind starts to, believe it. When you talk about my personal experience, now let me tell you this. I wanted a sofa, and I wanted it when I was 18 years old, and a TV in my room. So so before sleeping, I would imagine a sofa and a TV in my room, as if it's just there. And there's a very nice phrase in the first chapter of Think and Grow Rich where it says thoughts are things. So if I were to think that the sofa and the TV is there, I can imagine it, then I can see it physically being there. I wanted a MacBook Pro. So whenever I used to go to sleep, I used to look at my table and I used to see my MacBook Pro just lying there. And somehow these events happened and occurred, and they happened so effortlessly that you start to doubt that, oh, has it happened because of my imagination, or was it just because I was lucky in life? No. These happen so effortlessly. Now, what you've got to do is try it out and listen more on Bob Proctor and Joe Dispenza. They talk by far the best when it comes to imagination. I'm going to keep a link down below of their channels. They do a lot of stuff like this. And yes, please subscribe and like the video if you like this new Rich in 5-minute thing. And yeah, my goal is to just get you in a richer vibration in 5 minutes. Till next time, take care and keep growing.